Hi, this is Kim Reads Urantia. Hope you're all doing good today. So it's nice to see you. I'm going to read from the Urantia book. First, I'm going to read a little bit from Light the Flame by Andrew Harvey. Okay, today's July 1st. And this is a Sufi prayer by Andrew Harvey. Okay. Breath of compassion, 5-pointed star. Breathe down on me from your eternal sky, so I may radiate your tender humility and enter your radiance when I die. That's really beautiful and it rhymes. I think 5-pointed star is symbol of Sufism. Probably, I think. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 5-pointed star with wings centered in a heart with wings is the primary symbol of Sufism. A 5-pointed star in the middle of a heart and then with wings on the heart. Okay. Breath of compassion, breathe down on me. Yes. Okay. All right. Hold on just a second. I'm going to change the window because there's the light. I got to change the window. Hold on a second. Okay. Okay, I think that's better because there's the late sunlight coming in here. All right. Okay. Here we go. We're going to read part 5 today. Section 5, paper 10, functions of the Trinity. Okay, so I've got paper 10 is the Paradise Trinity. Okay, I'll read. Okay. The personal deities have attributes, but it is hardly consistent to speak of the Trinity as having attributes. Okay, so the personal deity, the Father has the attribute of a creator. The Son, I think, has the attribute of a lover, of one who desires, and the Spirit has the spirit of one who's in fellowship, or a cooperator, and action, and this kind of thing. So those are all very vague kind of notions. But the Trinity together doesn't really have an attribute because it's everything. It's like the attribute of everything, kind of. Okay, the association of divine beings may more properly be regarded as having functions, such as justice administration, totality attitudes, coordinate action, and cosmic over-control. These functions are actively supreme, ultimate, and within the limits of deity, absolute as far as all living realities of personality value are concerned. Okay, you know what? I have to go back here a little bit here. The personal deities, I guess it doesn't say that that necessarily refers to the absolute Trinity. It might refer to lower deities. Like that, remember, deity, as the book has defined it, is anything that that we worship. So it could be deities. We can create deities. And they're not necessarily, when we create deities, they're not necessarily inactive. We can activate them, which is creepy, I know, but there you get all this stuff about demonic stuff, whatever. We can do that. People do that. So anyway, okay, I gotta refocus here a little bit. Okay, these functions are actively supreme, ultimate, and within the limits of deity, absolute as far as all living realities of personality value are concerned. Okay, supreme means the best physical experiences. Okay, but it largely refers to something that's limited to time space. Okay, ultimate is limited in time, but not in space, not necessarily in space. That refers to our thought projections. Okay. All right. And absolute, of course, is not limited by either. All right. Okay. Okay, the functions of the Paradise Trinity are not simply the sum of the Father's apparent endowment of divinity plus those specialized attributes that are unique in the personal existence of the Son and the Spirit. The Trinity association of the three Paradise deities results in the evolution, eventuation, and deitization of new meanings, values, powers, and capacities for universal revelation, action, and administration. Okay, wow. Okay, living associations, human families, social groups, or the Paradise Trinity are not augmented by mere arithmetical summation. The group potential is always far in excess of the simple sum of the attributes of the component individuals. Okay, that makes sense, right? The whole is more than the sum of its parts, and you've heard that. You've heard that. Stop it. My kitty's flirting. She's doing stuff here. Okay, all right. Okay. So right. The whole is more than the sum of its parts is basically. So the Trinity, the functions of the Trinity are more than the functions of each one of those deities acting separately. I don't like it when you do that. Stop it. She's rubbing her face on my computer. No, go away now. Behave yourself, you little bugger. Okay. So the Trinity association is a much bigger deal. They can do more together than they can do separately. Right. Even though they can act separately. The Trinity maintains a unique attitude as the Trinity towards the entire universe of the past, present, and future. And the functions of the Trinity can best be considered in relation to the universe attitudes of the Trinity. Okay. So the functions are related to the attitude of the Trinity. Okay. Such attitudes are simultaneous and may be multiple concerning any isolated situation or event. Okay, and now we've got a list of the attitudes. Okay. Okay, so the Trinity attitude toward the finite, number 1. The maximum self-limitation of the Trinity is its attitude toward the finite. The Trinity is not a person. Right, so it's a composition of 3 persons, but it's not a person itself. The Trinity is not a person, nor is the Supreme Being an exclusive personalization of the Trinity. Okay, but the Supreme is the nearest approach to a power personality focalization of the Trinity, which can be comprehended by finite creatures. So the Supreme is not really a personality, is not a personalization of the Trinity, but is closest to the thing that we can comprehend. Tend to a personality focalization. Okay, so when I think of the Supreme, I think of a network of information that we can tap into it. I don't really think of the Supreme as a personality. It's a focalization, focus point. It's something we can focus on and add to. We can add information to it, right? Okay. Hence, the Trinity in relation to the finite is sometimes spoken of as the Trinity of supremacy. So our highest experiences, our most valuable experiences are present in the Supreme. The attitude toward the absonite. Okay, and the absonite is like the ultimate, coordinates with the ultimate level of reality. Okay? All right. Attitude toward the absonite. The Paradise Trinity has regard for those levels of existence which are more than finite, but less than absolute. And this relationship is sometimes denominated the Trinity of ultimacy. Neither the ultimate nor the Supreme are wholly representative of the Paradise Trinity, but in a qualified sense and to their respective levels, each seems to represent the Trinity during the pre-personal eras of experiential power development. Okay, so, I think the ultimate is another level of reality closer, because it represents our thought forms and our intents. The supremacy is more closely representative of emotional reality. Experiences, how we qualify experiences with our emotions and sensations. Okay? All right. But the ultimate has to do with our thoughts. Yeah, and what we project out there, whether it's ultimate goodness or not, that's our choice. Because we learn to control our thoughts. Okay, the absolute attitude of the Paradise Trinity is in relation to absolute existences and culminates in the action of total deity. Okay, so absolute is the highest level of attitude. So the Paradise deity, the total deity attitude toward us, I'm imagining is love. I mean, they're not saying that explicitly here, but okay, they love us. I'm sure of it. And right. And granting us, freedom to develop. Yeah, as we choose to, but with their support, if we choose to develop, if we, but it's not choosing their way, it culminates in our own destruction. Okay. The Trinity Infinite involves the coordinate action of all triunity relationships of the first source and center, undeified as well as deified, and hence is very difficult for personalities to grasp. In the contemplation of the Trinity as infinite, do not ignore the seven triunities. Right. Thereby, certain difficulties of understanding may be avoided, and certain paradoxes may be partially resolved. The seven triunities, of course, I think, I don't know. I'm thinking of like the super universes, the God alone, God, the Father alone, the Son alone, the Spirit alone, the Father and the Spirit, or the Father and the Son, the Father and the Spirit, Son and the Spirit, and all three together. But let me see if it says anymore. Do not ignore the seven triunities. Seven. I don't know. It says seven supreme executives. Okay. Do not ignore the seven triunities. Okay. But I do not command language which would enable me to convey the limited human mind the full truth and the eternal significance of the Paradise Trinity and the nature of the never-ending interassociation of the three beings of infinite perfection. Dang, right? You're calling us dumb again. Triunities. Triune origin of beings. Triune origin of beings. Oh, good heaven's sakes. Okay. Triunities. Ah. Oh. There are seven triunities. The first triunity is the mechanism whereby personal deity reveals itself to created. These are all paper 104. Paper 104, personal purposive triunity of infinite volition. Wow. So there's 15 of these triunities. 8 of them are not revealed at all. Okay. All right. I hadn't heard that much about this. I must have read it. In your index, there's about the triunities. Triunities, if you're interested in knowing more about the 7 triunities, actually there's 15 of them, and 7 are revealed. There's 8 more. Okay, so paper 104. especially sections 3 and 4 of paper 104. I'm going to leave it there. Wow. Okay, very cool. All right. Okay. That's all for today. Thank you. It's amazing, amazing thing. It's like, holy cow. Just when I think I know about it, it goes like, remember, know this? It's like, whoa, that. All right. Have a good night. See you next time. Bye.